Hello, everyone. I'm Sign1News anchor Martha Anger. Here's a quick look at the top trending stories making headlines today. If you post an interesting comment about this update, we may add it at the bottom of the screen. Authorities say the names, photos, social media profiles, and home addresses of the grand jurors in the Trump election interference case in Georgia are circulating on the far-right internet. The grand jury voted this week to indict former President Trump and 18 co-defendants. CNN could not independently verify the photos and addresses, but 13 of the 26 names appear to match those of the grand jurors. However, it's not clear if those are the actual grand jurors or just people with the same names, because some of the addresses appear to be wrong. Law enforcement officials say that is where the danger lies. Experts say some anonymous social media users are calling for violence against the leaked names, which means people who happen to share the same name as the jurors have an increased risk of harassment and other forms of harm. But the threats don't just stop in Fulton County, Georgia. A Texas woman is charged with threatening to kill Judge Tanya Chutkan. Chutkan is overseeing Trump's federal election interference case in Washington, D.C. Abigail Jo Schrei is accused of calling Chutkan's office on August 5th. She allegedly left a voicemail message threatening to kill anyone who went after Trump, and saying they are coming to kill her if Trump does not get elected in 2024. Three people have died in Connecticut and New York from a rare flesh-eating bacteria. It's called Vibrio vulnificus. Authorities say 2 people in Connecticut became infected and died after swimming in 2 separate locations on Long Island Sound. The virus was also detected in a person who died in Long Island, New York. The bacteria lives in warm, salty, or brackish water and comes from the same family as the bacteria that causes cholera. People with open wounds, such as a cut or scrape, a recent piercing, or a new tattoo, are more likely to contract the bacteria. Doctors say it is important to seek treatment quickly if you develop a skin infection after possible exposure. According to the CDC, the bacteria causes an estimated 80,000 illnesses and 100 deaths in the country every year. Everybody poops and everybody farts. But the reason you pass gas, it varies. And sometimes that can be a cause for concern. There are 2 types of farts. One is caused by swallowing too much air, and it tends to be odorless. The other is caused when gas is produced as food works its way through your colon. And when that gas comes out, it can really stink. Health experts say if you're passing gas 5 to 15 times a day, that's normal. Foods like beans, apples, peaches, milk, and wheat tend to produce more gas. However, if your gas is causing discomfort, weight loss, and blood is in your bowel movements in addition to the gas, that's when you need to see a doctor. The Barbie movie is now the biggest Warner Brother movie ever at the American box office. The fantasy film beat The Dark Knight for the top spot. As of Tuesday, the film about the iconic doll has made more than $537.4 million at the U.S. box office since its July 21st opening. The Dark Knight hauled in $536 million. Warner Brothers Discovery, which also owns CNN, announced Wednesday that Barbie had also crossed the $1.2 billion mark globally. Only about 50 films in history have hit the billion-dollar milestone. This also means director Greta Gerwig is now the highest-grossing woman movie director in history. Wow. Rapper Snoop Dogg wants to keep the chill vibes all year long with some ice cream. Snoop has his sights set on grabbing a piece of the $13 billion ice cream business in the U.S. The rapper has launched a new line of the frozen dessert. It's called Dr. Bombay, after Snoop Dogg's NFT character. The ice cream line has 7 flavors, including bonus track brownie, iced out orange cream, rollin' in the dough, and s'mores vibes. The ice cream is available at Walmart stores now for $5. A village in Florida is being overrun with too many peacocks. Many residents in South Florida have been complaining about the peacocks because of their droppings, because of their loud noises, and because they tend to attack their own reflection when they see them on sides of cars, causing lots of damage. So, an Iowa farmer and exotic animal vet named Dr. Peacock has come up with a solution. Peacock vasectomies. He says snipping the tube that carries the sperm is quick and easy. It will help reduce the peacock birth rate. And the male peacock's testosterone levels will not go down. So they can still impress the ladies with their mating display of colorful feathers. And finally, I'm looking forward to seeing everyone who signed up for my virtual acting masterclass. The 5-week course starts tomorrow, Friday, from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. This will be fun but intense. In those 5 weeks, I'll teach you the ins and outs of Hollywood, the secrets, the do's and don'ts. You'll learn how to do your own auditions. I'll teach you everything I know. Of course, I can't explain it all here. It'd be best if you took the class. I'll be giving you all the tools you need before your next step. And the class will be taught every week. Now, this is a QR code if you want to sign up with your smartphone. And here is the online setup if you want to use your computer or laptop. I am looking forward to seeing everyone there. Sign1News will be broadcasting updates Monday through Friday. A big thank you to our Sign1News app supporters who help make this broadcast happen. You can download the Sign1News app by heading to the App Store or Google Play Store on your smartphone, and you can also watch on Apple TV, Amazon, and Roku.